football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run it from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
To the air. It's Manning. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bond.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it in the red zone. It's blue. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Complete downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the run, it's Baxter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires into traffic, picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Maffa. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll go to the counter play. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Grab behind the line. It's Bond. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Bond. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. A run for the quarterback. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. This time on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Those Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Just feeds the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Power football with the run. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Longhorns are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bond. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. And the Longhorns will keep this drive going.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him at 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll run it to the right side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Maffa. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Maffa. He's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd down, going up top. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Texas, 35. Clemson, 7.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it! Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quickly complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baxter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to come. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Maffa. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. The aerial assault continues. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Longhorns! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
On the run, it's Haynes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Quick strike complete. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. He's at the 30. The 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Offense gets set for second down.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Manning. Getting some heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield.
On the set.
When you know you have a team out